All right, so State Representative David Rowe from Pennsylvania, this is what he said in response to somebody who said they reported a business who was going against COVID guidelines to the Department of Health. So this guy says he's a bootlicker. You know, he likes licking these things. If I showed him this, he would get really excited. He runs away from every question from activists and reporters. He's a really unintelligent, very small, weak-minded man. Oh my God, I cannot stand him. But this is what he said. If you're the kind of person that reports businesses and people to DOH today, you are the same kind of person who would have turned in Anne Frank and Harriet Tubman. So, very big brain take here. The victim complex among conservatives in America is very, very striking right now. And people in the comments are saying, I mean, he's not wrong, though. If you don't like their guidelines, don't go there and keep your mouth shut. Imagine if somebody said, don't report drunk driving. It's their own individual choice to drive drunk. You know, don't report drunk driving. Let them do it. If you don't want to get hit by a drunk driver, simply don't drive. If somebody said that, that would be insane, right? Because COVID, if you don't wear a mask, if you don't adhere to guidelines, it's not about you getting sick. Nobody cares about some idiot getting sick. They care about some idiot spreading the virus. You are hurting other people. You not adhering to these guidelines. You not protecting other people. You not taking this minor sacrifice to protect your neighbors. You not doing this is taking away from other people's freedoms. You don't have the right to take away from my freedom because you decide to be dumb. It's not about government control. It's called being a good neighbor and being a good citizen in this country. Are there real economic concerns due to lockdowns? Of course. But during this entire crisis, instead of saying, hey, we need to demand more as people from our government. Every other government in the world is taking care of their people. We need to demand more. You know, they use patriotic lines and nationalistic lines, like ask what you can do for your country. But they never say ask what your government can do for you. They say government sucks, but these people in government, like David Rowe, they are the reason government doesn't function well. And I wish I can say it's all economic, but it really isn't, because these people don't even want to wear a mask. Such a minor thing, wearing a mask. Wearing a damn mask, like in Texas right now. You can make an argument for opening up businesses, for making higher capacity be available for restaurants. But not wearing a mask, you are virtue signaling. You are getting in your feelings. You are crying. You are being a victim. You are growing a victim complex. To compare any of this to slavery or, you know, what Jewish people have faced throughout history is absolutely asinine. And apparently someone else used my argument about the analogy with the drunk driving, and Tab Ann responded to it. Marshall Buggy, whoever that is. So she's saying to him, no, there's a huge difference. This guy isn't killing anyone by not wearing or requiring people to wear a face diaper in his business. Do you wear 2 or 3 masks all day, every day? Do you stay 6 feet apart from strangers as well as family? This is why it's so important to have like higher or like, you know, a baseline level of education be the standard. This is why people need to be informed and be able to understand logical things. The way things add up in people's heads sometimes doesn't work. Like this, for example. You need to see the externalities of your actions. Drunk driving, you see it right away. It's a car crash. Spreading COVID, you might not directly see the repercussions. It's an invisible disease that spreads. You spreading the virus to 2 people makes it more likely that they'll spread it to more people. And the more people that get it, the more likelihood there is that more people will die. Wearing a mask isn't going to 100% prevent anything. Being 6 feet apart isn't going to prevent anything. But wearing a mask and being 6 feet apart as much as you can, as much as you're willing to, doing that lessens the spread of the virus. It's all a numbers game. It's literally all about numbers. Do what's going to lessen the spread of the virus. Nothing is going to be a perfect fix. Nothing is. You know, wearing a seatbelt isn't a perfect fix. Wearing a condom isn't a perfect fix. Should you still wear a seatbelt and wear a condom? Yes, but unsurprisingly, a lot of people I know from Pennsylvania don't do either of those things. So why would they wear a mask? Because one big thing about this pandemic is when people found out the mask doesn't protect them fully, when they learned, hey, the mask is to protect other people, it's not going to protect me, that's when people stopped caring about them. Everybody was pro-mask right away. But then they heard, oh, wait, it doesn't protect me? I have to wear a mask to protect others? Oh, I don't care about helping others. That's essentially what happened. And he was comparing masks to Holocaust victims. Government can be good or bad. If you have an authoritarian government, that is coming to kill Jewish people or coming to enslave black people, is that the same as a government that is following health guidelines during a pandemic to prevent harm? So a government causing harm in the Holocaust and during slavery, that's not the same as a government trying to prevent harm right now. You can have good government and bad government. You can have good policy and bad policy. You can have policy that you disagree with, but it still works. And it's pretty clear what this is right here. Very interesting stuff. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I love Pennsylvania.